Hey guys, welcome back. We have an update, another little tie-in to the Spencer Stroud saga that we have here. There's two videos already. The one on the top here is just mainly an overview of people that they're claiming they got scammed by Spencer. And the second video, the one below that, is essentially a scammer, self-proclaimed scammer who was scamming scammers in order to get the scammers back, which is still scamming. Yes, and I guess he was kind of playing off as a sort of a Robin Hood, but he wasn't. He was just keeping the money. So then he was scamming scammers, which, there's a fine line there. Maybe if he was giving the money back to the people that get scammed, maybe that's a good thing. It's a weird situation, and it's definitely not what it looks like or what it was claimed to be. Now, little reminder, if you're looking into something, if you're like, hey, should I trust some G-Baller 69 with my $10,000 worth of cards? You might want to first head on over to YouTube. You're already here right now, probably, if you're watching this. If you're not watching it on Twitter the day after, with the uploads that go up there as well. And you type in Rattle Pokemon, and you type in the name or partial name or whatever you think might bring up a culprit, someone that has had some sort of previous experience, previous wrongdoings similar to this, and you say, hey, maybe I shouldn't send this person. Maybe I shouldn't send this person all of my cards to get them graded. Maybe they're not good with money. Maybe they like to sneak off with it. Maybe they like to give people the short end of the stick. Yes, that's what we're going to be looking at today, once again. And yes, this happened prior to my videos, so we can't totally blame the person here, but it is sort of a watch the videos, even if it's not the particular person. Watch and just kind of, you should see a little bit of a pattern here. You should expect what's going down, what's going to go on, what's going to happen. Sometimes it's kind of laid out for you right there, right out in the open. Now, a little disclaimer, and we'll get into the new details. All right, let's get into the story here by Alex, who is claiming to be scammed by none other than Spencer Stroud and his wife, Savannah Stroud, who are still out here scamming people. I hired him on consignment at a rate of 20%, and he covered grading fees. 102 WotC cards, 102 WotC cards were submitted that I never got back or received any monetary amount for. Total value, 10,000 plus dollarinos. Okay, I know. Maybe he didn't have a chance to see the videos. They didn't exist yet. Maybe he didn't hear anything. Maybe he didn't look into anything. Maybe he didn't know that other people were getting scammed by Spencer. Maybe he didn't have the intuition. Maybe he didn't have the foresight that maybe he didn't see. He didn't see what we see. I think most of the people watching this would know to stay away from a situation like this, that you don't trust someone who doesn't seem very financially responsible with $10,000 worth of cards of yours. I know. I mean, maybe this is like a symptom of the market going crazy and everything making money no matter what. And then all of a sudden when it doesn't, when someone gets put into a place where, oopsie doopsie, we don't make free tendies, then maybe they don't even intend to scam you from the get-go, and it just happens to happen that way because they can't pay the bills. They all of a sudden, they're not making money. They're losing money on stuff. What do you do when you're losing money on stuff and you don't have the money for stuff, and you can't kind of bail yourself out there? Bad things. That's what happens. Bad things. That, or if someone finds themselves in financial difficulties, they might do something that is not like them, not like they would normally do when in the free tendy era. They might go ahead and decide that you're going to take that hit. They're not taking it. They can't take that hit. Regardless, $10,000 to some G-baller ain't happening. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't recommend anyone else does it. Grade your own cards, for the love of God. Just grade your own cards. Why are you having someone consign your stuff? It turns out that they're trying to make some extra tens by doing mixed waffles. You got to get that illegal, unregulated, unlicensed gambling that is disguised as a waffle instead of a raffle, because raffle is definitely flagged on Facebook. You gotta stay away from that stuff. But again, once you get into the trenches, the waffler trenches, you're playing with fire there. You might as well burn your money. You're going to get burned eventually by someone in there. No, there's probably some honest waffler out there that he's not going to rip you off. He's not rigging anything. He's not ripping you off. He's not taking all the profits. He's not running away with your stuff when times get difficult. But there's a good chance it can happen. It will happen. You're in the trenches. You're in with the G-Baller crew. Be careful. Be very careful. I am posting here as my, or just avoid it altogether. Don't waffle. Don't be involved in waffles. Don't waffle your dogs off. Please, just stay away from it. I'm posting here as my lawyer is looking for more victims of the Stroud scams to claim into the lawsuit. How do you, can you claim a lawsuit that you're just like, hey, yeah, our intention was to, use some good old-fashioned unlicensed gambling in order to make maximum profits, and instead he ripped me off. Wasn't there a video clip recently where the woman called the police because someone stole her crack? Is this maybe not to that extent, but you know, we're getting into that realm. Everyone has asked why there has been no recourse for these scammers. I'm here to make some noise. Please shoot me a private message if you have been scammed by the Strouds with a monetary amount and any evidence you have against them, so we may highlight the pattern and hopefully get this true living Team Rocket for good. Oh my goodness! All right, let's go. Let's go through here. These are not in order. There are some that I do definitely want to read through these, just to get a feel for what's going on here. If you find yourself partaking, receiving on the receiving end, on the sending end of any conversation that is even remotely like this, please just take a step back and look at what you're doing, please, for everyone's sake. It's not good. Call me when you get this. I'm gonna be frank with you. Cantrell's little brother is the buyer. Chris said he can be the middleman on Saturday to buy the cards. If I need to go over and count them with you, I'll do that. If you can't produce, you're going to have to make it right. You have no right giving my property to show through other people. That's not what we agreed on, so I'm going to need those cards. I'm a driving dude. Don't betray me. Prove me wrong. Well, I'm not flying down to Miami to pick up our slabs. We'll have to get everything back there. We'll be the something. Will be the first edition Lugia CGC 8 and a butt with one T ton of Beckett. You're submitting cards through somebody that can't spell Beckett or butt. I hope that it's just like, hopefully it's like voice to text something that's messing this up, but I kind of doubt it. Japanese slabs that can get photos of everything he has. But as far as them being here by Saturday, won't happen. When is the soonest? I never submitted a Lugia. Most were Black Star promos meant for raffle. Ooh, in private, use the raffle word. That's a bad word in the Facebook community. The Lugia I submitted was a Black Star movie promo 2003. Traded the Lugia for a lot of the crappy baby slabs because the Lugia is worth more. If you want, I can keep the Lugia and give you the cash for those cheap slabs that I gave him. Crying, laughing emoji. So again, you're in a scenario where you got somebody that's playing with your money, doing what they want to do with your money. You're not running it by them. Why would you run it by them? Why are you putting more hands in your pants than need to be in your pants? Please stop. Please stop letting people put their hands in your pants. In your pockets. Your pockets are cut out. They sliced your pockets. They're now playing with your junk. Please, just do it yourself. Do it yourself. If you want to be a razzle-dazz on your own. You're trusting someone with a whole lot of money, and you're trusting someone that is clearly doesn't give a shit about rules and regulations. I would assume at this point in time they already had a thread. We have to go back and look at like the trade complaints and stuff like that to see what the earliest post was. But again, you got somebody with a track record for not holding up their end of the deal, aka scamming. Again, whether or not it was intentional from the get-go. I want you to uphold our deal, and that's all. And I think I've been pretty in the dark about it up until now. No worries. Then let's do that. Please keep me updated and send an inventory with photos. Cantrell's brother needs it. I'm not mad. I'm just trying to sort all of this out, and I haven't had the best luck lately. Sorry if I seem stern. So we got Spencer's here. We got his cards that he likes to buy. We got all the images. We got all kinds of Pokemon cards. Again, like, do you think he's keeping track? It seems like neither one of them are keeping track of an actual like inventory or like a record of like what sold for what. He's just trading it for other stuff. He's got a bunch of stuff, and some of it's going to be razzled, some of it's not. Like, do you think he's actually keeping track of how many dollars are made from each of these things? Do you think he has the mental capacity to do that? And or take the time to make a spreadsheet? I don't think Spencer can even spell a spreadsheet, let alone make one. We got the Southern Islands collection. Very cool. Lots of junk slabs. Okay, well, I guess we got. I don't know why that was included, but it is. Media files and links. Okay, we got some more pictures here. We got some holographics, some unlimited holographics. Oh, first ed, a fossil, Aerodactyl. Again, lots of Black Star promos. Sweet, awesome. A great submission that you probably should have done on your own, and then just sell it in a legitimate way. I get it. You're not gonna get the Gamble Wamble premium of Razzle Dogging on some sketchy Facebook page, but at the end of the day, you're gonna know what sold for what. You're gonna have a record of all of that stuff. I guess if you're also trying, I mean, no one that's buying and selling cards should be not claiming it on their taxes or whatever in the U.S. anyway, because what it wasn't like $600 or something like that in payments before you have to claim something. So just like do it properly, I guess. Keep it. You got to keep a record of all this stuff, right? Not just send it to someone and hope they send you 10 grand in return. Send it to some sketchbog that's gonna razzle dazz those off on a Facebook page. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. I don't see the purpose of it. I guess I don't know. I still don't know. Perfect. I'll get this uploaded into a video. Astral Radiance on sale. Amazon. Okay, so we gotta make sure when you're talking to your scammer, alleged scammer, that you gotta tell them about the Astral Radiance deals that are on Amazon for $38. I don't know why you wouldn't just send a link to it. I guess he can look it up himself. Did you get some cheap Watsy hollows that you had extras of? Making a goodie bags before Friday. Goodie bags? Is that like razzle bags or like mystery packs? Not many hollows left. You clean me out. I have a non-hollow rare evolution sets. What's up with Pokemon Go? Oh, we're talking about Pokemon Go. I guess keep the small chat going. You got to be buddy with the person that has all of your inventory, from what it sounds like. We have hey, whoa, what's all this? The extra lots from auction. Your extras? I personally don't think they'll go for much, but we could waffle them. Sly emoji. Yeah, so that's the purpose here. We got greedy. We're gonna send everything to Spencer so he can waffle them, grade them, and waffle them. Again, just don't waffle anything. But if you're gonna waffle it, do it yourself, please. Why trust someone with all of your money? Like, is he the best waffler in town, or you're just too lazy to waffle it yourself? Don't waffle. But if you're gonna waffle, don't be lazy about it. And yes, see any that stand out. I mean, clearly at this point in time, you would think that most people know not to be buying or joining anything that Spencer is doing. Right? Hopefully. Maybe. No, maybe not. Do they now? Do they now know? See any that stand out? I'm buying Watsy lots at the moment. How many hollow? I'll throw the offer right now. I need 250 Watsy hollows by next Monday. Let me count real quick. And that looks about it. Crying, laughing, double emojis to the extreme. All right, we're going to have to do a little edit here. Get the old address out of there. Hey, what's up with the grades for our submission? Waiting on them, broski. Oh, no. If someone calls you broski, there's a 95% chance you should run. Oh yeah, did we get any previews? Nothing yet. They don't upload them till the day they ship, which is stupid. Hey brother, they finalize my dude. What up? You excited or what? A jillion exclamation marks and question marks. OMG, yes. I just got something. I'm messing everyone now. Messaging everyone now? Messing everyone now. Okay, I just got the email. I'm messing everyone now. Yeah, I hope this is autocorrect that's just kind of messing with all this stuff. Messaging with all this stuff. Let's do some raffles. You have 95 slabs total is 3321. Yes, sir. I'll do a massive raffle game too. Like massive. We can make way more than that. No kidding. Quadruple flame emojis. The B-Day Pikachus are 4 sweating and panting emojis. That is hearted. How are the grades? Can't see till they finalize. Hopefully Monday. Oh my god, that's a lot of drooly emojis. I'm so excited. Same. Fire emojis. My god, is it like Morse code or something? Should we know what 4 fire emojis means? Hey Spencer, we still have that deal with the raffles on my submission, right? Yes, sir. Just gotta cover the cost before anything. How you want to do it? And do we have an invoice from the company? We will, sir, but it's total from everyone's. I didn't do separate submissions. Whew. Okay, so I don't even if you don't have some kind of business experience, even if you don't have some sort of I don't even common sense. Please have some common sense. If someone has a submission and it's grouped all together and they kind of give you ballparks of stuff and they're not giving you like an actual sheet of what you're doing and what you have and what you sold and what it sold for and what happened and why they traded it for something expensive, please run. Don't do this. Don't do this to yourself. Please. You're going into business with someone that has no fucking clue. Not even a clue. Not even remotely responsible individual. Clearly, by the look of this. Is it the temptation to make a quick buck with some grading and razzles? We will, yes, sir, but it's total from everyone's. I didn't do separate submissions. So it would be interesting to know, and I'm not sure at the moment, if Spencer is banned from any of the grading companies. I don't know how seriously. Like, clearly, CGC doesn't give a fuck what people previously did. Even when it comes to, let's say you're trimming sports cards, you're selling trimmed sports cards, and you're banned from other grading companies, it sounds like CGC is going to grab you by the dick and stroke you until you make some money with them. They want you as a business partner. So it doesn't surprise me that he's not banned from CGC. But again, at the same time, I don't know what their policy is exactly, or any of the grading card companies' policies are. If he's not altering cards, he's just kind of ripping people off, stealing people, and submitting for people. Submit your own cards. For the love of God, people, submit your own fucking cards. Please, for the love of God, do it. Don't send it to Spencer. Don't send it to anyone else. Send it yourself. I think, isn't CGC, like, you don't even need a membership or anything? You probably save if you do have a membership. But, like, do you think Spencer's sending in enough stuff to, like, have a discount that's worth risking $10,000 for? Can anyone please enlighten me on that? I get it. You wanted the free tendies from the razzles, the razzle McDazzles, but it's not worth it. Everything's a quick flip, everything's a quick razz, everything's a quick how do we turn this money into more money and spend it on car parts. Nothing below an 8. I just got all grades, triple fire. You're kidding. TF was Heritage talking about, bro. They on some BS. Agreed, man. Well, there's a few under, but still 80% 8 to 9.5. Like, why is it not, like, separated out? At least have it so that the submission was, like, all of this person's cards, all of Alex's cards, all in a row, and then you could just take it and you could just screenshot and you could show the grades for that. I don't know why there's no showing of grades. There's no, maybe they did it on a video call, or I don't see any of it. It's weird. It's really weird that, like, the person that you're supposed to be, like, submitting through and having you sell your stuff on a commission isn't even showing you, like, what you got back, what the grades were. It's all mixed in, apparently. It's too mixed in to see everything. Here we got the box. The CGC put lipstick kisses all around the tape so that you can know if it was tampered with, instead of having proprietary tape or some kind of security seal of some sort. They just have a stamp. Is there a guy that works at CGC that's just stamping boxes all day as they go out? Those look hand stamped. Love it, bro. Let's go. Oh no, we got the call of the G-baller. If someone sounds like a G-baller and they're like, hey, don't worry, trust me with 10 grand. Please don't. Please just don't. You're very capable. You're a human being. You can do it. I believe in you. You can make these transactions happen on your own. No, they should not be razzles. Sell your stuff. Make an eBay account. Build up a reputation. Build up an account. Mark the stuff. You don't need to do 99-cent auctions and shill bid the crap out of them. Just put a price on it. If you want it to be competitive, make it competitive. If you want to deal with best offers all the time, put best offer on it. But you can do this on your own. Yes, there's going to be fees. but there's also gonna be Spencer is probably not there. He's in the shadows. He's in the Raz shadows on Facebook. Told you, you are welcome. Quadruple Flame. Get a call and talk about this pull game. Thank you so much. I'm putting in a $3,700 single card. LOL. Geez, what is it? Gold Star Charizard subgraded. No way. What? Subgraded? Like, what the fuck? Why? Who the fuck cares if it's subgraded? Like, what's the actual grade? It pains me that, like, not only that, like, what are you're dealing with this much money, and like it seems a lot like you don't know what you're talking about. Is anyone else getting that? No way. Yup. Let's try to meet up Thursday or Friday. Are you going to be at the shop? So I don't know if they're like in real life friends, which is weird because Spencer's like working at the family jewelry store and maybe they're meeting up in person. Yes, sir. Sounds good. I'll be here. Just come up so we can talk about the plan on what we're doing so it's crystal clear. Great. Smiley face. See you after work. Your place or mine? Mine works. I'm here till 7, then gotta run some errands. You gotta run some errands? You gotta run and train on some errands? It's gotta be, he's gotta be doing voice to text, right? Hopefully. Okay, I gotta stop by the house after work. Alright, LMK. Oh my goodness. Alright, so got all your stuff. We're gonna skip through a lot of this stuff. If you guys want to read it, you can read it. But just more ridiculous, absolute ridiculous stuff. He's looking for a Mew. They're talking about some nonsense. I mean, it should be a very easy transaction and a very easy thing to track. If he has all of the cards, they're now graded. You can put them in a spreadsheet. You can say what they sold for. You take the 20%. You can show everything to someone very easily. Again, I don't think Spencer is necessarily the consignment god where he has like a warehouse full of stuff that he's consigning. But like just the lack of care and attention that he's taking to such a small submission and for one person is just like, it blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. Want to kill them at, so I guess like slabs died. Everyone wants cheaper slabs since it dropped again. So I guess here they're in a panic because prices are down. The market is now not G-baller friendly. What are you going to do? You're going to lose some money. Hopefully not. So here we have, call me when you get this. I'm going to be frank with you. Can't trust little brother as the buyer. So we're right in here at the end. This is the recent stuff. So it's an ongoing thing. It's always like they're like, oh, how dare you? I wouldn't scam you. And it just kind of trails off. And then eventually you're just the person that is scammed, just kind of gives up on it, essentially. And then it's just like, okay, you scammed me. I'm convinced now, because they kind of like tiptoe around it because they don't want to piss off the scammer, even though their intention the entire time is probably just to scam them. So please, guys, for anyone that I get it, a lot of you guys know that it's not a good idea to be selling and buying on this stuff. If you want to sell singles, if you want to sell stuff in certain ways, if you don't want to do pack breaks or anything like that, do it in an honest way. Hopefully a lot of this stuff, a lot of this G-baller flip attitude is kind of going to go to the wayside now that we have a much more, I guess, stable and usual and regular, very similar to like a 2018 kind of situation here where, yes, some stuff goes up in value, but for the most part, it's not flipper friendly. It's not like insta flip, other than like select things that end up being accidentally limited, like a Pokemon Center Squirtle or the felt hat Pika, stuff like that. You're going to have some exceptions there that are flip zone extremes. But for the most part, this like grading junk slab CGC 8 WotC unlimited shit, or like, you're like $10 cards, or some of them there were a little bit more expensive. And then depending on condition, maybe they're a little bit more expensive than that. But a lot of that stuff is going to kind of go by the wayside. We're going to have a ton of junk slabs. You're going to have a ton of people that are like race to the bottom, getting out of the hobby. Maybe they'll come back someday. Pandemic 2, whenever that's happening. We'll see a lot of the G-ballers re-enter. We'll get the celebrities, all the people coming back in to open cards and all that crazy stuff. Maybe that'll come back someday. But I'm here to tell you that stick it out. This is good test to see who's here for the real reasons. And when the money can't be made, when the money isn't easy, who's going to stick around? And those people that do stick around are the ones that are going to be rewarded long term, in my opinion. So if you're out there, if you're hanging out, if you're not the person that's like, oh, Scarlett Violet's trash, Pokemon's dead, whatever, I can't G-ball, I can't razz my dazzles off anymore. Regardless, thanks for tuning in. You guys know what's going on tonight, right? If you're watching this on the day that I came out, it's Saturday. We're going to have the happy hour voice and video chat. Very cool. Very cool. If I could see you in there, join it if you'd like to. It's just a hangout. It's pretty chill. Pretty awesome. Open some cards there if you want. If you don't want to razzle dazzle, you can buy your own cards. If you want to buy singles and show them off in there, you turn your desk cam on. Show off what you got, what you picked up. If you want to open packs and not get ripped off by any Blakers or anything like that, if you just want to pay the $3 for the pack and not the rigged gambling for the stuff in the background, that's a great spot to do it. You can just buy the stuff in the background and have a chance of actually getting it. But that's all for today. Just a little learning lesson here, a little bit of a choose your path wisely. I think that's the most important thing. Do stuff honestly, choose it wisely, do the work yourself. There are avenues, there are consignment companies and stuff like that are a good idea. And chances are, well, not chances are, they're not the ones that are going to sell it in a back alley razz. I'm sorry to tell you this, but that's how it works. If you get in with the shadies, you're going to get shaded on them. That's pretty much what it comes down to. All right, take care of each other out there. See you next time.